Hey guys, welcome back to Mentorship CEO. My name is Clyde. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, turn your notification on so that you can know whenever I post. So guys, right now I'm on I-95, left Miami about 2 hours ago, on my way to Virginia to pick up hopefully 3 Rolex watches. It's first come, first serve. So here's the deal. I could have hopped on a flight. The flight would have been 400 round trip. But I don't mind driving. I love driving. And I think it'll be a cooler story to say, hey, I drove 12, 13 hours to pick up these 3 watches. Now, it's 6:30 right now, and I should get there around 5:30, 6 o'clock. The whole situation is, it's a first come, first serve. First come, first buy. So I want to be the first person there so that I can pick up these watches. Now, I hope you guys are excited as me, guys. These are gonna be 3 solid pieces. Like, a lot of collectors want these 3 watches. So I'm excited to pick them up. I might get some other things while I'm there. Yeah, that's the perks of actually driving, where you can actually stop wherever you want. If I take a flight, it would just been a straight flight there. So guys, I gotta go through the whole of Florida. You know how long that is. When you get out of Jacksonville, then you go to Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. It's a long ride, but I'm doing it straight, no stops. The only stop I'm gonna make is probably one more gas station stop, fill up, and get there. So guys, I'm gonna show you guys maybe some little checkpoints along the way, and enjoy the ride with me. Hey guys, so I'm here. I just got here about 5 minutes ago, and now I'm just waiting until 9 o'clock, and then the door would open and we'll be able to see the watches. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, welcome back. Now here's the story. From the clips you just saw, that was me on my way to Virginia. I'll give you the backstory. There was this sale where this guy had a full collection of Rolex, Seikos, and some other like vintage watches, and also some other items in the house that he wanted to sell. The thing is, he wasn't given the price prior to being there at the sale. Now, I decided, okay, this seems interested. You know, it's like a estate, and they're trying to give you know, things away, hopefully at a good price. So I've been trying to, prior to it, I was trying to call, get in contact with him so I could like get a little bit more of a feel where this person's head is when it comes to these pieces. So I didn't get a call back, but I was like, you know what? I got a little time off. Let me make this trip. I haven't been on a road trip in a while, because usually before I used to drive from Miami to New York, and that was always fun. But this time I was like, let me try and make it fun, but it wasn't, because it was basically like a timeline for the trip to get there. On the way back, I kind of was relaxed and made it the best of it. But here we go guys. Let me try to let you guys know what really was going on. So today is Friday. The sale started Thursday morning. So I left Miami at 3:30. For all you guys who live in Miami or ever been in Miami, around that time, let's say 4 o'clock, you're definitely gonna hit Miami traffic all the way up to Palm Beach. So Luckily, I left on time because I was planning to leave at 5 o'clock, which I still would have hit traffic, but I definitely wouldn't have got there to Virginia in time. Anyways, I left at 3:30, hit traffic, but since I left so early, I still had time. From Miami to Virginia is about 13 hours, more or less. So on the way, I'm driving, talking to myself, thinking about the pieces that I saw, and like already have in my mind the price range that he should be in. You know, looking at the market, understanding that yes, it's an estate sale, so they're not gonna really sell at market price or above. So like knowing, hey, you're gonna get a deal. My budget in mind was to spend $20,000 or less. So more or less maybe 3 pieces, 3 to 4 pieces potentially. So when I got there, here was the thing. I got there at 6:30 in the morning. It started at 9 o'clock. I was the first person there, and I'm thinking it's first come, first served. So since I'm the first one there, I'm gonna be the first one to enter and have the first choice. Other people started coming before 9 o'clock, so I started talking to them, and they were like, yeah, this person we work for who is managing the sale, we've worked with him before, we had some other sales before, and his prices are high. So I was like, oh no, this is like not what I wanted to hear after that 13-hour drive. So from that, I was starting to like set my mind to expect the worst. I'm always someone that likes to prep his mind before going into a situation. So before I was prepping to get a deal, but now I was prepping to expect a high price and see how I could kind of negotiate a better price. So I put myself on a list. That was how it worked. It wasn't first come, first serve. It was a list. And the list came out Wednesday, where people had to come to the location and sign the list. I came the Thursday morning, where the list was already up to 35 people who signed. So I was already in another bad position. But from hearing the conversation from most of the people outside prior, they were saying that the price was going to be high, so trust me, you're going to definitely have a chance to pick out of all the pieces. So I was like, okay, let's see. First 25 people in, looked at it, they came out, spoke to one person, he was like, the prices are ridiculous. I was like, okay, so no one bought anything yet? He was like, no, not yet. My turn came in, I was number 35, I went in, saw the pieces, hear what I was interested in at least. There was Rolex Deep Sea, there was Rolex GMT, this was the Fat Lady, the Coke bezel, that's the 16760, and also an Explorer, polar dial, Holes case for both the GMT and the Explorer. So those were the 3 watches I was interested in. Here's the prices. For the Deep Sea, 20,000 and some change. For the GMT, 14,000 and some change. And for the Explorer, 14,000 and some change. Now, I was like, this person is absolutely crazy with these prices. There must be some type of negotiation. The Explorer came with papers. The GMT had service service card. They give the card now, not papers. It's service papers. Service card, my bad. And the Deep Sea, I can't remember, because that was the 3rd on my list that I was actually interested in. So after seeing these prices, I was like, all right, let me swipe the Deep Sea out of the picture and focus on the Explorer and the GMT. So I pulled the guy aside and I'm like, hey, your prices are high. Here's what I can do for you. I can do for the GMT 9,000, and guys, everything was gonna be taxable. So $9,000 for the GMT plus tax. The Explorer I could do, I think I told 6.8. My highest I was gonna go was 7. So he was like, all right, let me think about it. So I went back outside. Other people went to look at it. Of course, they didn't buy it because the prices was ridiculous. And I waited. At this time, it's let's say 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. And in my mind, I'm like, I want to buy this watch. I was planning on just coming in, deal, purchase, head back to Miami. But that wasn't the case. He wanted more people to come look at it. So patiently waiting. I saw him again outside. I'm like, hey, well, what are we gonna do? He's like, let me think about the best price I could do for you. I was like, how about just one of the pieces? You know, I came all this way. I don't want to leave with just nothing. He decided, what was he at? He said 10,000 for the GMT. I said I could do 10,000 out the door. He was like, no, it's 10,000 plus tax, so that would have been 10,600. He went down actually with the Explorer to 11.5. Completely overpriced. So sticking to the GMT, I was like, all right, let me just keep negotiating with him. I'm like, 10,000 out the door, I could do that. He was like, no, I have a reserve price of like 11 something. So me giving it to you at this is a deal, not, well, a deal for him, not for me. I was like, I can't do it. And I kept telling him like, hey, I came from Miami, I drove all this way. The price I'm offering him is fair. It's definitely fair, because online I could get one of these GMTs. That's the 16760 again I mentioned. I can get one of these for 10,900, 11,000, 11.5 in like perfect condition. And I'll mention also that this GMT was serviced. Like I said, it had the service card. So basically the bezel was new, you know, just the newer parts on it. And I feel like the price should be higher once it's original bezel, original hands, dial, blah, blah, blah. So all these factors, I don't think he's taking into consideration. I think he just wants to make the most money he can make. But me, I know watches, I'm like giving him a fair price for what he has. So we're going back and forth, back and forth. I'm starting to get upset, you know. At first, you know, you're trying to play cool. I'm a person, I'm so nice, I'm soft-spoken, I'm trying to get my point across. But once I get upset and I'm mad, a whole nother side comes out. So I was trying not to get to that point, because on site was, they actually had local police there, one inside, one outside. So I'm trying to be cool. So I'm like, hey, again, I came all the way from Miami. I'm offering you a good and fair price for this watch. And then he had a Rolex Datejust on his wrist. Something that wasn't really interesting to me. But he caught a glimpse of my Rolex Datejust, and he was like trying to kind of say, why am I negotiating the price when I have a better watch than him on? You know, he was like, I own this company that I'm running the sale, and look at you, you have a better watch on it than me. And I kind of overlooked it. I was like, not trying to go there. I was like, look, this is my bottom line. If you can't do it, I gotta head back to Miami now. He was like, buddy, I can't do it for you. I was like, all right, done deal, gotta go. Program your mind, Clyde, to head back to Miami, turn an L into a W type of mindset. And that's what I kind of was doing on the way out. I was trying to figure out what I could do on the way back, you know, try and be more positive instead of just being upset with this guy. So I was like, okay, who would really buy the watch at that price? Sure, he could get someone that just wants to buy the watch and have it and just have money to just blow like that. But for me, I want a deal, you know. I want something where I can't go online and buy it, because guys, I'm doing the numbers in my head. That journey to drive there and back just in gas was $600. I'm driving a BMW X5. It's a V8 twin turbo car. It's drinking a lot of gas. So I'm calculating that plus the food that I bought on the way there. Let's just say 150, maybe 100 at minimum. So I'm just gonna say 600 added to the price of the watch. So if we were at 10.6 plus the 600, I could have just bought that watch here in Miami online and have it shipped to me. Not that, but the same type of watch, the same reference, just on some other platform, eBay, Chrono, Bob's, whatever. You understand? So me being there, I was expecting a deal. So guys, the mission was a fail, but now I'm sitting back here thinking about it, and I was like, Clyde, you did a good job as far as negotiating, but the person wasn't budging. And for me, I felt like maybe in his mindset, he was like, look, this guy came all the way from Miami. I could keep this price and he's gonna buy it because he don't want to leave empty-handed. But in my mind, I'm stronger than that. I was like, look, I'll count my losses of the gas and the expenses to get there, but I was not gonna feel good about myself counting that expense plus the watch. I would have just been way more upset. So I just count my losses, push it to the side, and I'm like, look, there's gonna be better deals out there where I could pick up some pieces. So basically, no new pieces was added. I got back into Miami. I got home at 5:30 because guys, I was running on no sleep. Wednesday night, I slept maybe 6 hours, and I left at that evening at 3:30, like I said. Drove there the whole night, got there in the morning, and drove back in the day into the night, and got back at 5:30. No sleep, guys. So basically 2 nights no sleep. I almost fell asleep at the wheel. It was just it could have been a completely horrible situation. It was a bad decision on my part for like really crunching it in that time frame where no sleep and driving on the road. You know, just driving down I-95 is easy, but it's easy to fall asleep because you're just like in cruise control, and you think your mind is strong, you think you got it, but you can easily drift off into sleep even with your eyes open. And you guys, I've experienced it multiple times while on this trip, where I'm just looking at the road, things are just starting to, I'm basically hallucinating, just seeing things move. I'm seeing like a tree bending over and stuff like that. It got crazy. So the reason why I came and I got back home a little bit late is because I said, you know what, I can't do it. I stopped in, as soon as I hit when I hit Jacksonville, about an hour into Jacksonville, I was like, I can't do it. So I pulled over in a rest stop. I set my time. I said, all right, I'm gonna just take a quick little 15-minute nap. I put 15 minutes to alarm and wake me up. I ended up sleeping there for 2 hours. That's how bad it was. And I kind of felt like that was what's gonna happen. I was expecting worse. I was expecting to wake up when the sun was coming up. Of course, I could have, you know, not put up this whole video of the journey, but especially because it's a fail. But you guys want to hear about it. I don't know if you guys have actually done something like this where you've probably gotten a flight to another state, another country just to pick up a piece and it didn't work out. But yeah, this was my little story. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Hit the subscribe button. I appreciate the new subscribers. Also give it a like, and I'll see you guys in the next video.